What is it?
When I'm like, you got to keep something against the hip all the time in side control. Imagine it's like a grenade pin. It's like a grenade thing.
Okay.
If you fucking.
So it's just phrased different.
Yeah, but now he's like, it's a grenade theory.
And it has begun. Keep something at the hip, period. Done.
Yeah, done. Grenade theory in side control. You ready? When you are in side control, it is as if a grenade pin has been pulled. And there's the little handle that pops out. And you got to keep the handle shut or that shit blows up in like 3 seconds. Right? That's the grenade theory. I mean, I'm making it oversimplified, but what was the question? Give me the question.
So
we've recorded this like 4 fucking times, and Haskell keeps shitting it out of his inferior fucking equipment with his 1982 flip phone he's fucking recording this stuff with. So I'm gonna try without being too annoyed to answer this question for like a 5th time. Anyway, so what's the actual question there, Titties?
He said that when he trained with you, that your explanation of the grenade theory was very helpful in side control, and there are the other grenade-like theories and other positions, not side control.
Yeah, so the idea is this, right? the analogy, the teaching tool that I used with him was the guy came and did a lesson with me, and he's heard on some descriptions on my website that I say like, oh, imagine it's like a grenade the pin has been pulled on a grenade, and the handle, you got to keep the handle shut or it's going to start to blow up, right? That's the teaching tool that I use for that. And so the idea is that when you are in side control, you have to imagine that on their hip is that little handle, like the grenade pin has been pulled and the handle is open on their hip. So something has to all the time always be against that hip, keeping that handle shut, or you got about 3 seconds before the whole situation explodes. And so we've said that, I've used that analogy of like a grenade handle on the hip to teach side control, the importance of hip contact in side control. And the fact that it doesn't matter what is keeping the hip closed as long as something is keeping the hip closed. So that's a cool way to teach it. It makes sense to people. It gives them this idea of importance in that position. But I haven't used. See you guys. I'm out. Appreciate it. All right. I haven't used that theory in other places. But the truth of the matter is that every position has an optimal place to be. Every position has a safety position. When you're in the bottom of the mount, elbows need to be on the floor. When you're in the guard, you need to be holding their head down. When you're in side control, it's the hands go frames. And if you were in the bottom of the mount, you put your hands like this, you'd be in deep shit. If you're in the bottom of side control, you put your hands like this, you'd be in deep shit. So every position has a different and unique optimal place to be. So in that respect, every position has kind of a grenade idea. Like if you don't line everything up, you get fucked up. But usually those positions are very diverse. So there's like 3 or 4 things you're worrying about in each position, whereas in side control, it's very, very clear. This one overarching idea of keep something against the hip all the time is such a crystallized idea that I make a particular teaching tool to get that sense of importance and urgency in their head, But yeah, I don't really use that teaching tool in other positions. It doesn't seem to kind of be as clear to me in that way, but yeah, the theory is sound. Every position has a place to be that is safe. Side control, I have this idea of like country music. Why is country music? Who picked that? Wow. All right, cleaning crew rocking out to country music. There you go. But yeah, so that teaching tool I usually use just for side control because it makes the most sense to me. But that's the idea. If you ever hear anybody in our school or on our website talking about, watch the grenade or whatever, we're talking about side control specifically, not other places. Yeah, is that good? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
You good?